Hello, everyone. So, a lot of people have asked me. I joined the Monster Fight Club Discord after their most recent Kickstarter campaign, or more recent Kickstarter campaign, the Borderlands Arena of Badassery game had released. Um, so, I've been painting up the miniatures from this set and posting pictures on the Discord, and a lot of people have asked me how I did it. I tried to emulate the style of the game where it looks like comic book and shell shaded with those harsh black lines. So I'm just here to make a quick video to show you how I did that. So here's an example of one of my finished miniatures. This is the Psycho enemy from the game. And as you can see, I think it works pretty well. It's got the harsh black lines like in the game, and it's painted is the big thing. So this is a good just tutorial quick. I'm not actually going to be doing any painting, but showing you some of the steps of just how to get your miniatures looking tabletop ready. I think they look pretty good. Not going to win any competitions, but they're painted. And I'll show you how to do the same. So when your miniatures come, they're just going to be plastic like this. This is from a separate set, not the core box, but you'll prime the miniature white first. I like using Army Painter. They have a white matte spray paint that I just hit all my models with and let that dry. Next, I'll take black wash. I like using Pro Acryl. I'll take my Pro Acryl black wash and I will just hit the whole model with this black wash. Doesn't need to be perfect. You can see there's some areas where I've got a little bit of pooling, but that's okay because the next step is going to remediate that a little bit, where you'll take a dry brush and you'll dry brush the entire model with white again to make it look a bit more like it did when you first primed it, but now it's got the added benefit of having the darker lines here. I didn't do it with this model yet, but it's as simple as taking a big brush that maybe you beat up a little bit, getting some white paint on it, and just hitting the model like this. You should look up dry brushing for that technique a little bit more, but it's really new painter friendly and something that I still use all the time. So once your mini is prepped, you've got it primed white, washed black, and then dry brush. All there is to it is I use Army Painter Speedpaint, which I have behind me here, to block in the colors. Army Painter Speedpaint is an ink, or similar to an ink, where whatever it's sitting on top of will show through that ink. It's semi-transparent. So unlike traditional painting, you don't need to thin your paints. You can just apply the speed paint directly to the model. I like that. That saves a lot of time with the mixing and the thinning. So you can see here, I like the Goliath as a good example. His gut took a lot of white paint on it when I dry brushed him just because it sticks out. But if I look kind of on the underside, it gets a little bit darker. You've got multiple tones here, and that's because the speed paint is semi-transparent. And these aren't, like I said, they're not perfect, but they look good. They look good enough for the tabletop. And if you can just set aside some time to prime your minis white, hit them with the black wash, dry brush them, and block in your colors with the ink, you can get a really good result like this for your tabletop.